All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Right here, I want to break down discussing how to create a watch list. Like guys ask me all the time, how do I create my watch list and add things I want to trade for the weekend? It is very, very much simple. So today we're going to break down more in detail how to get ready for the new weekend, how to create your watch list. Now, normally I recommend doing this on the weekend because a lot more easier to where things are not moving around the market. But you can easily still do it on a Monday or pretty much any day you want to. You know what I mean? Any day you feel you see a pair, you can break it down, look at it, see if it has potential, and add it to your watch list. Now, the first thing I want to mention right here, look over here to the right. You can see that I have everything very much organized. I want everybody to do this as well. This right here is going to help you kind of separate things and add things you want to remove and things like that, right? You can see the very first thing I have here is my June, right? Because this is June, right? So any pair I'm looking at, I have it in there. But at any given time, I can move a pair that I want to watch up to my June watch list and then close this one, if that makes sense, right? So this way I'm only tracking these two. I think it's super important that you're not looking at a bunch of different pairs at one given time. That's also one of the key kind of topics I want to talk about today, as well. So this is super important, guys, right? So the key thing to making a watch list, right? Key things to remember is that when you're making a watch list, it means just that. You're making a pair or you're creating a list of pairs that you're looking to watch for the new week, right? And you're looking for things that have high potential, meaning that you see your strategy appearing on that given pair or your method appearing on that given pair or the steps of your method, right? So for me, for example, you guys pretty much know the simple equation that we use for getting into a trade, right? Is breakout, right? And we hit plus pullback, right? To get into our trade, plus, right? Pattern equals the entry, right? So this right here is our methods of getting into a trade, right? Breakout plus pullback plus pattern, getting to an entry, right? And what I mean by this, like if you can see over here, my previous trade that I took on gold, you see how we had breakout step one, pullback step two, pattern step three. I have my entry. And that's what I mean by conditions being met because this breakout first happened on June 24th. So when I'm seeing that, I'm gonna add it to my watch list because I see it breaking below a previous level. I'm watching that, right? That's what I mean by adding things to your watch list. You're watching it. It's not saying you're taking a trade on it right away, but you see high potential that something could happen there because you see steps in your method along the way, right? So you're seeing this right here. The pullback is the next step, right? And that's what I mean by the conditions of your method or your strategy appearing in the market. Breakout, pullback pattern. I see all my methods. I'm going to watch that pair because now I see my strategy appearing. So any given time you're looking at a pair to watch or to trade, that's what it means because you see your method appearing on the chart. So therefore you're going to watch it because now you're looking for a potential entry, right? You're watching for an entry. So getting into the trades are kind of that simple when it look about things to add to your watch list, right? Now coming back to it, you see right here, another big thing, the kind of key point, right, is when it comes down to making a watch list, guys, you don't want to have a super huge watch list. You don't want to be looking at gold and looking at this and looking at that. That's what I mean by being organized over here. Like you see, the first tab I have here is June. I mean, every pair I'm looking at personally to trade for that month or whatever, because again, you're not going to have 100 high quality setups every week. There's no way possible. Like our job as trader as well is to go through each and every pair and to pick out the best one. Select the very best one you can find, and that's how you're adding to it. But you see how everything is organized. So I come to my Euro section, I can go down each one and look at like, okay, do I see anything here? Do I see anything here? Right? You see what I mean by my previous trade on Euro JPY? I had breakout step one, conditions, right? We said about conditions of being met when adding things to my watch list. This breakout right here first happened on the 16th. Everything completed, the breakout, the pullback, the pattern by the 19th. So about 3 days, right? It took about 3 days. So you see what I mean? If I see the breakout step one, I'm watching it. The pullback step two, I'm watching it. And then the pattern, I'm watching it over a span of 3 days. And then I enter my trade the same exact way, right? At 9 a.m. in the morning, breakout, pullback. I see a bullish engulfer in this case right here. I get in at 9, and that's the trade. It really is just that simple and how you're being very detailed, though. Like I said before, you have to be selective when it comes to picking these out. Because these, like you see how right here, how simple that is. That's not happening every day. The same way how you see how very simple it is on gold, right? Breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback. It could possibly even pull back here, right? For the new week, right? Pull back here, reject again, and it's going down. This is what I mean by I'm watching it because it broke below, right? What's the next step? A pullback, right? After there, a pattern, right? And then we can look for an entry. The same thing that happened here. Breakout, pullback, it falls, right? Breakout, pullback, it falls, right? You're looking for the same thing to happen. You feel me? So every given time, that's about creating a watch list. It's not saying that day you're going to take one right away because it should never be like that. When you're watching something or breaking something down, there's steps to it. There's a process to it, right? So we know our process is breaking out or the structure of a pattern or a level, right? The breakout pullback of a structure and then or a pattern, right? And then you're seeing that come to a certain level and you identify the pattern or the reason to get in the trade and then you enter, right? And then that's what I mean by it's going to take over a span of days. It's not going to happen instantly. You know what I mean? And sometimes, don't get me wrong, like I said, sometimes it could, but a lot of time it's going to be a very patient trade, and that's even more profit for you. Because the more high quality of the trade, the easier it is to get into and hold on to. You know what I mean? You see how very easy this was right here. Breakout, pullback. Anybody can identify this is very textbook like, right? So it's that simple, right? When you're adding things to your watch list, you first of all want to get organized. Create your different sections, and everything you have or looking to trade should be in a different section. Your very first tab should be June or whatever month you're trading, because this right here can always be adjusted, right? You know what I mean? You can always change it when that month come along, right? So remember that. So a lot of times you're doing this right here every single time, guys, right? So you're seeing for yourself that when you're making these pairs, the first thing you want to do is have organization on your watch list. Make sure everything is a very certain category. From there, our job is to go through every single category and then you're breaking it down. What potential do you see, right? Every time I come into a trade, I'm looking for that potential. Like what's going to happen here, right? You see, I'm looking at all these trades, right? I see a breakout below the structure. I see a pullback to it. I see it making an evening star right now, right? So I'm watching it. You know what I mean? So I can get more into it. Same thing here. We can see past level. If you was watching this pair, you'll say to yourself, past level resistance, it could come right back here, fall back to the downside, pull back here, and then keep on going back down. We see before that's what happened, right? It went right back down, even making a big evening star pattern there, and that would have been a better entry. But either way it go, that's what it means to watch something. If you like it, you simply add it to your June or to your month tab you're looking at for that month. And it really is that simple, guys, right? So I really hope this right here helped everybody out to make a watch list for the new week. If you do need more help, let me know. But have a great trading week, guys. I'm gonna make more video this week, and I'll see you soon. Have a good week, guys.